Hi there, this is Art and Such with part 1 of my rainbow loom design for Betty from the Archie comics. And this is a tutorial. I'll be showing you how to make this particular outfit with black shoes, a pink skirt, puffy poodle kind of skirt, and a white shirt. I'm using black bands for the eyes. You might want to use beads or a different color. I'm just sticking with black. I'm using pink for the skirt, and I've made a little pink mouth, which is optional. You'll need yellow for the hair, and that's about it. So grab a C-clip, have that handy, and get your hook and a holding hook and your rainbow loom in the offset position. We're going to start with the extension. So for this, you'll take 4 sets of double pink bands and bring them down your loom from any point. So 2 bands, 2 bands, 2 bands, 2 bands. You'll take 2 bands going from the 3rd peg of this set and reaching it to the center. Another 2 coming down to the 4th peg in your row here. 2 up this way, 2 down this way, and cap it by wrapping a single pink around 2 times on your bottom peg. So this all spans 5 pegs, and you have 2 on the side. You should have a bit of a letter M, and we're going to start by going under the cap and following the letter M back. This is one of the 2 extensions you'll need to make the dress look a little puffier on the side. This adds a bit of a breadth to the bottom. So we're following the M, bring all those bands out from under and back to where they came from. We've looped up to the side, up to the close side, up to the center, up and back to the side. And we'll continue by looping all the way up that first closest row now. Pull back those extra bands, and you're just getting the bottom 2 bands for each of these. So you have this, you can put it on the side or on a holding hook. Pause your video and make a second one. For our hands and our arms, we're going to do skin tone, and we're going to wrap that 3 times on our hook. And this is going to go onto 5 sets of doubled over singles, all in the skin tone. If you decide that you'd like Betty to have longer sleeves, you can add a different color, switch it to another color at any point. I'm gonna do it just as I did my first one though. So there are 2, 3, 4, 5, and after this we're going to switch to white for the short sleeves. Take 2 single whites, put them on the end of your hook, and bring your arm piece over. Seem to have lost one here. Okay. Bring these over and make sure it's sliding nicely. That'll tell you that you've got the right bands on. Onto a second set of double whites. And now one last thing we can do for the arm. If you want it to be a little neater at the cuff, we can add a white band and just wrap it around even here on our hook. We'll put it on the arm. Twist it, bring it back over the arm, and repeat this 3 or 4 times. Just hold it steady. When you have it nice and tight, you can roll the pieces together and have them meet where the sleeve ends. If it's a little too tight, you can unwrap one of those again. But there you have it. So pause your video please and make yourself another arm. Now we're ready to start on the body. We're going to begin with 2 or 3 skin tone bands going from the 1st peg to the 2nd on the center. And I say 2 or 3 because you only really need 2, but 3 will make it stronger for your neck. we take 3 sets of double white bands and go down the center until you reach the 5th peg. And coming down to the side, you'll take 2 bands from the 2nd peg on the center to the 2nd on the side, and likewise going down to the opposite side, and just do 1 set of double whites, so 2 whites from your 2nd to your 3rd peg on either side. We can put our arms on, we'll just get those out of our way. Stretch it out, find the loops, and put them over your 2nd peg on either side. And this next part is optional, this is why I've paused it here. If you want the thicker chest, you can stack on more bands coming from your 3rd peg to your 4th peg. When I did my first one here, I used 8 bands. So I'm going to put on 3, 5, 6, 7. I'll just leave it at 7 this time, but you can do as many as 8, as many as 10, or you can leave it at 2 even. You just won't get as much of a bulge there. On this other side, from your 3rd peg to your 4th, there's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this gives it some thickness there. We're going to go down 1 more set of white, so 2 whites, only 2 this time, from your 4th peg to your 5th peg on either side. And we can switch to pink, which I believe we'll be using 4 sets of doubles on each of our rows. So 4 sets of 2 coming down the side. And the opposite side, I'll turn this for you in just a second so you can see a little bit better. And down the middle, 2, 3, 4. We're going to add some legs, but unfortunately we don't have enough space on our loom, so we'll do those just to the side. For my shoes, I'm going to take 2 blacks, wrap them on my band, on my hook, and 2 more black bands. Bring these on top. And we'll put this onto 5 sets of double skin tone bands. So 2 skin tone bands, bring our black shoe on top, and we'll do this another 4 times. So here's 1 set, that makes 2 altogether, 3, 4, and 5. I have not prepared another leg in advance, so I'll make this next one with you as well. Put our leg on. This is your 5th peg counting up from the bottom. We'll make another one. 2 blacks, wrap twice around your hook. Pull it onto 2 more blacks. And get your skin tone bands handy. We're going to do another 5 sets of doubles. Oh, my hook was turned away there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll put this on the other side, and then we're going to add some caps and then our extensions for the skirt. So this leg is going on your other ending pink one and across from your other leg. For our caps, we're going to start right at the bottom here. We'll take a single pink, double it over, stretch it from your leg peg to your leg peg, and pull both sides on top, both pieces on top of that center pink one. We can do our next one's loose, so the peg above, go across in a triangle band formation, and we'll do that 2 more times, so that now you will have 3 single triangles. For the next one, just to cinch in the waist a little, I'm going to do another doubled over pink. This is your last set of pink bands on the loom. For the white, we're just going to go across with singles. Maybe we'll do a double for this bottom one as well, but that's up to you. And we'll do one more single here, from your third peg to your third peg. We can add our extensions, and then I'm going to put you on pause while I get ready for part 2. So our extensions, you're going to take those top hoops, which might still be on your hook or are the loose ones at the top. You'll put those on your 5th peg down where your pink begins. We'll find those we'll find the next loops and bring them on to the pegs underneath. So just stretch it out and get those pieces. And the bottommost one will go onto, our bottommost cap is going to go on the bottom one where the leg is. Just need to find one more for this. Okay. So it should bulge out just a little near the bottom, and you'll know that you have the right side. We're going to get our other one ready on our hook and press that on the other side. Make sure your loops are facing inwards, I should mention. You might want to hold these down a little bit as you go, just so nothing is slipping. So this is going on that top pink. I'm gonna stretch out 2 of the bands from the next hoop. I'm gonna actually pull this all the way down now because it's getting hard for me to see. And we'll stretch out the loops from the other pieces. And we're ready to loop up. So I'm going to get you started, and then I'll be meeting you back for part 2. We're going to go under that center band, bring up the bottom 2, and we can go all the way up to the 2nd peg in the same fashion. So watch out for your cap bands and pull these all up. On the other side, we need to get under the leg and only grab the bottom 2. Pull those upwards. And now we're doing a single chain, but watching for the extensions. So grab the next 2, bring them up, and forward. Continue going. We have a lot of whites here. You're going to grab all of the whites except for this top cap. So this is a little tricky. You can bring out some at a time or all of them at a time. Bring them forward, hold it down, push it down. Make sure you get all of them. And reach under, get your next 2 whites and your last 2 to the center. I will let you finish up the last row, same thing. Loop up under the caps, under your extensions, reach the top and bring it to the center. And I will see you back for part 2.